What's poppin', Silverback Nation? Great to see you here on Wednesday, May 15th. You're in the jungle. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the jungle. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out anytime our bets go live. It's good for me and it's good for you. Let's make money together. There are 15 games in Major League Baseball today. You know what that means. There are 30 pitchers I have put through the jungle test to deliver to you the best strikeout prop for each and every one of those games. My favorite 3 plays will be the pinned comment of this video, but if you want my exact betting card, if you want to roll with what the Silverback is rolling with today and every day, in every sport, go to silverbackjungle.com, click Become a Jungle member, and my exact betting card will get pinged to your phone every single day. We're up over 46 units in May, and we're not slowing down, Jack. Let's get right to work. Game number 1, Toronto at Baltimore. Early game, so get these in. We're going to back Kyle Bradish here. The Orioles over 5.5 strikeouts. 14 strikeouts in his last 2 starts. Just struck out the Nationals 9 times in his last game, which isn't easy to do. Give me Bradish today against the Jays over 5.5. Miami at Detroit. We're getting good value here on Trevor Rogers of the Marlins over 3.5 strikeouts. When he goes at least 5 innings, he's over this in 4 of 6 starts. This year, he's had 2 games of 6, and he struck the Braves out 5 times. Give me Rogers today for good value over 3.5 against the Tigers. Pittsburgh at Milwaukee. We're going to back Martin Perez today, the lefty of the Pirates, over 4.5 strikeouts for plus money. Now, he's not a great strikeout pitcher, but he's been over this in 2 of his last 4 games, and Milwaukee strikes out 4th most of anyone in Major League Baseball to left-handed pitching, so I'll take a chance on Perez today for plus money over 4.5. Washington at Chicago. Monsieur Crochet. Garrett Crochet, we're going to back over 6.5 strikeouts, striking out 34% of batters on the season, striking out 12.3 per 9 innings. Both of those stats in the 100th percentile of pitchers this year. Back Crochet of the White Sox over 6.5. Cincinnati at Arizona. We're getting good value here on plus money for Andrew Abbott of the Reds over 4.5 strikeouts. Over this in 3 of his last 5 games, 24% strikeout rate in those last 5. K rate starting to pick up a little bit. Back Abbott today for plus money of the Reds over 5.5. Colorado at San Diego. Michael King coming off a big game. We're going to back him today for plus money over 7.5 strikeouts against the Rockies. 25.3% K rate on the season. 9.7 Ks over 9 innings, or per 9 innings on the season. Colorado strikes out 2nd most of anyone in Major League Baseball to righties on the season and in the last 30 days. They stink. Give me Michael King over 7.5 of the Padres. Kansas City at Seattle, and we're going to back Brian Wu here. I know Kansas City doesn't strike out a lot, but Brian Wu is back. We're backing him over 4.5 strikeouts today for good value. Massive EV was called expected value here. Pinnacle, which is the sharpest sporting book in all the land, has this at minus 176. FanDuel has it at minus 138, so we're getting a really good discount here. It's his second start back. He threw 62 pitches, and his first start back should have 75 to 80 today. I like him to get the Royals 5 times. Brian Wu of the Mariners over 4.5. Mets at Phillies. We're going to back Joey Lucchesi. We're taking him over 4.5 strikeouts. Forget about it. Massive plus money here. He's got great inside-outside control. His breaking ball moves a ton. Capiche, called up from AAA. His first start of the season. Had a couple good strikeout games last year. But we're backing Lucchesi, all right? Forget about it. Go ahead. Over 4.5. Go ahead. Move on. Tampa Bay at Boston. Taj Bradley here. We're back. The Rays over 5.5 strikeouts. He's got great strikeout stuff. I love watching him pitch. His first start of the year since being called up, he struck the Yankees out 7 times in 6 innings. Boston strikes out 6th most in baseball to right-handed pitching. Back Taj Bradley today of the Rays over 5.5 Ks. The Cubs at Atlanta. We're going to fade Charlie Morton's old ass here. We're going under 6.5 strikeouts on him. Under this in 7 of his last 9 starts. 7 is just too high of a bet for him. I'll take the under on Morton, under 6.5. The Yankees at Minnesota, and we're going to back Pablo Lopez here over 6.5 strikeouts for plus money. Over this in 5 of his last 6 starts, averaging 7.7 strikeouts in those last 6. I like Pablo. He's an early Cy Young candidate. I like him over 6.5 today against the Bronx Bombers. Cleveland at Texas. We're backing John Gray. We're not afraid of the Guardians bats. We're backing him over 5.5 strikeouts today for plus money. Johnny Gray over this in 5 of his last 6 starts, striking out 6.7 batters in those last 6 games. We're taking Gray today. John Gray, no H, Jon, of the Rangers over 5.5. Oakland at Houston. We're going to fade Framber Valdez here. We're going under 6.5 strikeouts on him. Under in every start this season with only a 19% strikeout rate. They're playing the A's. That's why his number's higher. He's a ground ball pitcher, gets a lot of ground ball outs and double plays, so he tends to go deep into the game, but he's yet to go over 6.5 this year. I don't think it happens today, even against the A's. Fade Valdez under 6.5. St. Louis at LA Angels. We're going to fade Griffin Canning here because he stinks. Under 5.5 strikeouts, under this in 5 straight games, under this in 8 of his last 10. Fade Griffin Canning today of the Angels under 5.5. Last game of the day, Dodgers at San Francisco. We're going to back Logan Webb here over 4.5 strikeouts. You know, he's going to get massive innings here. That's just what he does. He eats up innings, gets 100 pitches. He's had 12 strikeouts in his last 2 starts. You know he's going to get those innings, and we're going to back him today. If it's 5.5, we fade it. If it's 4.5, we back it. Back Logan Webb. The Giants over 4.5 strikeouts. Have a great day, Silverback Nation. Enjoy the games. Get everything in early because there's some early first pitches, and I'll see you tomorrow with a little more money in your pocket.